sinner saved by grace. When the Bible declares that when you are born again, you are invited to sit with him in the heavenly places. Now this is where, come on, put your hand on your head. Come on, put your hand on your head. So I'm going to find my seat and sit down. Which means all of the saints have seats. There is somewhere where your authority rules. Number one, it rules universally, which means all saints have authority over devils. That's why don't you know good to be praying about it. Quit praying about it. You're wasting your time. The devil is not to be prayed about. How you praying about somebody you got authority over? Look at somebody and say, sit down. You won't sit down. Sit down. Which means the new creation. The new creation occupies the same rank and authority as Jesus. That's what it means to be seated in heavenly places. It means that we are in the authority structure of Christ. It's not our authority, it's his authority. We're on his mission to fill the heavens with his authority, his rank, his rule. Do you know what that means? It means the new creation. Come on, put your hand on your head. You ain't ready for this. Say, not today. Which means the new creation. The child of God. The spirit being that has been recreated in the image and likeness of God. We are the highest ranking beings in the spirit world. Come on. Doctor been trying to talk and preach and teach all this to you for years. You carry his rank in the realm of the spirit. Oh my God, bless your darling heart. You trying to be popular on earth among carnal people and carnal men. You trying to get a lot of people to follow you and like your Facebook and Instagram posts. That ain't no popularity and that ain't no power. Popular is when you climb up in a realm and open up your mouth and demons start. Oh, you didn't hear what I shout. I feel the glory coming up in here. Oh, I feel a weaponizing of the saints of God. It is in that realm. Look at somebody say, I'm going viral today. I'm going viral. I'm going viral in that realm. I'm about to open up my mouth and loose some things in that realm that's going to shake principalities. You are the highest ranking beings in the whole spirit world. That's why angels are sent to serve you, who are the heirs of salvation. They didn't even know what Jesus was working on until he came out the grave and took the veils off of the church. And angels even looked and said, oh, that's what you've been working on. And they look at you and marvel at you because you and I are the sons and daughters of the Most High God. And they serve us like they serve God because we are the DNA of heaven. And they say that if you'll open up your mouth, it will be my privilege to carry out the decrees that are coming out of your mouth. So quit crying and whining and complaining and climb up in that realm and start rearranging furniture. This is a year that you're going to have what you want in the year, because you're going to get in the realm of the spirit and arrange it. He says the church is going to feel all of my domains in the heavens. See, because you can't get it down here till you get it up there. And it is in that realm that Jesus is handing out seats. See, I got it. I was reading Jeremiah the other day. Can I have just 10 more minutes? I can't promise you I won't take more than that, but just 10 more. I was reading Jeremiah, and Jeremiah was like, Lord, I can't prophesy. I'm just a youth. And God says, I don't want to hear none of that. And I'm paraphrasing. Jeremiah chapter 1, God said, I don't want to hear none of that. No, you're going to go where I tell you to go. You're going to speak what I tell you to speak. You're going to say what I've already sanctified you and ordained you before, you were formed in your mother's womb. Oh, yeah, you're going to do it. And then he says, see this day, Jeremiah, that I have set you over nations. What? He says, I've set you in a seat in the realm of the spirit where your authority is over nations. Hear me, American church. God does not set politicians over nations. He sets prophets over nations. Which means we're sitting up waiting on an election. Who you going to vote for? Who you going to vote for? No matter who you vote for, what determines what goes on in this realm ought not to be the politicians. It ought to be the prophets, because we have the ability to pass some laws up there that they can't pass. And if we could get the prophets to stop being political, God says it matters who I set in the heavens. Ooh, can I prophesy? Get ready for some people to move out of your way this year. Which means there are people occupying on earth a position that does not belong to them. It belongs to you. And today is the last day you're going to sit by passive. If you know it's God's will for you, you're going to decree, I've been set over this. You got to get out the way. So every believer has universal authority, that wherever Satan is, you're over him. But then there is geographical authority. Look at somebody and say, find your seat, find your seat. What kind of God? What kind of God is powerful enough that when he hands out gifts, he gives out realms? You got to be bad when you've got the whole earth and you just hand out realms to people. So he says to Sharon, go down to Marion. I'm going to set you over there. Take a seat. And the reason the kingdom is coming out of here is because somebody has dominion in the heavens. Y'all don't hear what I just told you. No, you missed it. Because I'm not just talking about her. I'm talking about you. Touch somebody, say you too, you too, you too. Which means when all of y'all get together, there ain't a principality, there ain't a power, there ain't a witch, there ain't a warlock, there ain't a politician, there ain't a racist, there ain't nothing that can stop you, because you've been set here by God. God sets people. He sets people over generations. Which means some of you have been set over your family.